Hey guys, Altcoin Sherpa here with a video on trading breakouts. This is going to be a relatively short video, but I just wanted to talk to you guys about this setup, and this will be a very good one that you can see in potential alt season coming up. As always, this is not financial advice. I am not a professional. Trading is risky. Do your own research. So when you're looking at the chart, this is a chart of YFIUSD or Tether USDT. You're going to see these breakout trades very frequently, more so on the newer coins. For instance, YFI at the time was a new coin. There was no price history. But that's not to say that coins like XRP can't have breakout opportunities. But this is going to be something that you'll see a little more on the newer coins just because they're just not going to have much resistance on the other end. But that's not to say that, again, that this is not a setup that can't apply in literally any other coin. I'm just going to be using this, some of the new coins, just because there were some breakout opportunities. So how do you know a coin is about to make another leg up? You'll see generally a strong move up initially, and this is the move that you can't really predict. You'll see heavy volume accompanying it. So here is YFI going from basically 5,000 to 16,000, and at this point, you can ask yourself, is this the top, or does YFI still have more left in the tank? And generally, you can call these patterns ascending wedges. You can call them bull flags. Generally, what you're going to see is a big, strong top right here, or not strong top, but just a kind of like a big blow-off candle in the sense that you have high volume, as you can see right here, and then price pulling back a fair bit, which you saw right here. At this point, when you see price hanging around, and most importantly, when you see price making higher lows like this, you can probably expect that price has another leg coming in it. And the reason is that you'll see much lower volume during this consolidation period. You'll see higher lows, and you'll see price just hang around. Generally, this type of price action is very different than a top, for instance. So we'll take a look very quickly at the top, at a top of a run, where you can see very bearish candle closes here, and you can see heavy sell volume dominating. Of course, hindsight is always 20/20, but these types of candle closes are not going to be the same as these type of candle closes. So again, what you want to look for is a first big stalling point followed by a strong pullback. And at this point, generally, my favorite setup, the Fibonacci retrace, you can see it's almost usually always going to hit at least 0.382. And this would have been a perfect entry, of course. But anyways, this was a breakout trade. And the way in which you can trade this, there are several different ways. You can always use the trend line and get in around here. You could buy on the break right here. You can buy on this break. The thing with buying on breaks is that although you have confirmation, it is quote unquote a safer trade. However, your upside is not going to be as good if you had entered lower. Of course, if you enter lower, though, you don't have the confirmation that this is a breakout. So, as other people say, there is no free lunch in crypto or trading. You have to decide how you want to manage your risk. You can either enter higher and not get as good of an risk to reward, or you can enter lower with this potentially being a breakdown point. Let's look at alpha. Here we go again. And here's a little bit of context. Alpha had a big, a rounded bottom here. This type of rounded bottom pulled back heavily, and then it started to look very, very strong here. As you can see, big volume coming up on these big candles. And how do you know if price is going to make another leg up? Again, we'll scroll her down to lower time frame charts. And these breakouts are going to really be seen best on lower time frame charts. That's just the simple truth. When you are trading breakouts, you'll want to check on the lower time frames, because you're going to really want to see the wicks, and you're really going to want to see the volume in these situations. So here was alpha again, strong move up, big kind of blow off, not blow off top yet, of course, but stalling point, followed by big retrace, and you actually saw the same thing right here too. And this might have been a top, because you say, oh, this is high sell volume, price is maybe stalling out here. But once again, when price continues to hang around here and you start to see these higher lows being formed, you can usually assume that price is going to make this breakout. And again, it's going to really depend on the market context. That's arguably more important to understand. Altcoins are generally correlated to a degree, and you'll want to see some other altcoins pumping. But for this move here, for instance, this volume confirmed the move. And these types of breakouts were seen all throughout this move on alpha. This was just a massive parabolic move in general. Here is XRP, a interesting breakout opportunity that my friend DevChart found. And this is an example of XRP. Again, you see price making this big move up, big volume confirmation here. And you see price stalling. Again, high sell volume, so you might say to yourself, this could be the end of it. But the bears are working very hard to push price down, as indicated by this high sell volume, but they're not getting much of a result. They're not getting much for their efforts. And once again, you see higher lows being established, and when you see price wicking, these sell orders right here are getting consumed to the point where there are less and less sell orders. And once there are less and less sell orders, of course, price can blitz on through to keep going higher. And this was just an example of XRP. And, you know, you could maybe make an argument that price is now making another ascending triangle. Who knows? Or bull flag, whatever you want to call these types of patterns. But this is going to be a very good pattern and setup for you guys to really use in the coming bull market, in my opinion, because you're going to see many of these alts have these types of price action patterns where price basically was dead, you know, assume this didn't happen yet, this big move. This is what you're going to basically see for many of these altcoins. This isn't really a good chart either. This is the old Binance chart. There's much better XRP charts, but you're going to see price do this, you know, kind of all the way down, and then you're eventually going to see big move up, bull flag, big move up, bull flag, big move up. So when you are seeing these big moves up, just keep an eye on the first big move right here, price stalling out, and you're going to see big volume with this big move, price stalling out and usually hitting like the 382 fib, ranging more with higher lows being formed, and then you basically want to see price continuing to knock on the door of resistance. And remember, when you see price continually hitting resistance over and over in a short amount of time, that's usually going to be very bullish, because as with support, resistance also gets much weaker as price continues to tap it in a short amount of time. It does not get stronger, contrary to popular opinion. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this quick video on buying breakouts.